Hi Dave, we're just talking about the swing here, and I think one of the big things you stumbled on tonight was the movement direction of the hips, I guess, relative to the angle they turn. So you've got the stick through your oops, I'll just get that back out. Sorry, you got the stick through your belt buckle here. When you turn, you're just mimicking the move here. When you turn, you said that you feel like your hips turn relative to the angle. Sorry, push back relative to the angle they turn. So what that basically means is when they turn back this direction on the, let's call it the right screen, I'll put an arrow here. The pushback angle, right, isn't straight back. It's in that direction. Opposite where the stick's going from, right? And that's the sit on the seat thing and all the rest of it. But as you pointed out, the seat would then need to be on an angle. And all this probably sounds double Dutch to anyone else listening, but basically you turn back and whatever angle the hips are on, that's the angle of the push feel, right? Then you do your transition and do your spin. So as you're doing that mimic move, you just end up getting the feeling of it go right through to the end here. That's the move going back and pushing on the seat. Now that's a massive exaggeration, as you clearly know, but that's what it kind of can feel like. Now if you look down at your feet work, have a look at where your right heel gets to as you make your transition. Right down, your right toe massively off the ground, right? And as I said, that's a massive exaggeration, but there's no weight shift to the toe there initially. That's magnificent, right? And that's the feeling of it, right? So in the last swing, I'm going to bring up your last swing you did for the day and look at it more with in a dynamic sense with the club, right? So I'll go right through to the last one. Left screen again because that's the easiest view of it. Okay, you go all the way to the top of your swing. You've got some hip depth created as you get to the top, right? And then the push, right? And that push opens up the hip gap a little bit more, but then you just turn your ass off on the way down. You arrive at that impact position. And on the right screen, you really won't see any of that, other than it just looks like you don't come forward with your weight, right? Your tailbone oscillates on the spot. So that's brilliant. So the note, I guess, would be quite simply put, you push back on the angle that your hips turn. The end.